Welcome to today's episode, where we're diving into the dream scenario so many women dream about, being the only woman in a room full of millionaires. Is this just a fantasy, or are there real strategies behind the concept of a millionaire match app?
Great opening! While the idea sounds like something out of a reality TV show, it taps into real desires for exclusivity and high-value dating. The twist is, actual apps rarely deliver this level of selectivity. However, information-based systems like the Classy Way report claim to make the fantasy accessible, minus the competition.
So it's less about appeal of being the only woman among many wealthy men. And how does that compare to dating in the real world?
It's all about perceived value and choice. In traditional dating, women often compete for attention. By flipping the script, becoming the sole focus, you maximize your options and bargaining power, much like the setup on shows like The Bachelorette. It's a psychological advantage as much as a practical one.
You mentioned The Bachelorette, where one woman chooses from a pool of eligible men. How does the Classy Way report replicate this dynamic in real life?
The report aims to engineer similar circumstances by guiding women to places physical, where affluent men gather, then positioning them as the center of attention. Instead of competing, you're in the spotlight, choosing rather than being chosen.
That's a powerful reversal. Are there any real-world examples or studies supporting the effectiveness of this approach?
Definitely. Social psychologists have documented the scarcity effect, where people value what's rare. When a woman is the only one present, her perceived desirability skyrockets. Elite matchmakers often use similar tactics, like exclusive events with a highly skewed gender ratio.
Let's get practical. The Classy Way report's first step centers on location. Can you explain how a simple search like rich men near me could actually connect someone to high net worth individuals?
Absolutely. The approach exploits the power of search algorithms. By entering specific keywords plus near me, you tap into local directories, hotspots frequented by wealthy individuals. Think luxury circles. It's like a metal detector for affluence in your area.
So it's less about luck and more about strategic positioning. Could this method work internationally, or is it limited to certain cities?
It's surprisingly universal. Whether you're in Houston, Paris, or even Akron, Ohio, the right search can uncover local opportunities. The internet levels the playing field. Affluent circles exist everywhere, if you know where to look.
Now, location is just the first step. The real intrigue is around the so-called secret sauce. What makes access so elusive, and how does the Classy Way report claim to solve this?
Access means more than proximity. It's about breaking the invisible barrier to elite circles. The secret sauce, as described, involves not just finding affluent men, but gaining legitimate entry through specific gateways, a backdoor entrance to the wealthy communities. It's the difference between window shopping and actually stepping inside.
Are there parallels with professional networking or other exclusive communities?
Absolutely. Just as with career advancement, it's not what you know, but who you know, or, in this case, how you maneuver. The report's method structures access as a repeatable, stress-free process, not a one-time stroke of luck.
The Classy Way report makes a bold claim that any woman, regardless of location or background, can access wealthy circles. How realistic is this, given socioeconomic barriers?
It's ambitious but not entirely unfounded. With digital tools, location is less important than ever. The real trick is following the blueprint, using targeted keywords, attending select affluent locations, and leveraging social cues. Think of it like a global VIP pass, customized for your city.
Does this approach work equally well in rural areas or just urban centers?
Urban areas offer more opportunities, but even in smaller towns, there are affluent locations where local elites gather. The report adapts to various contexts, making the strategy scalable.
Switching gears, let's talk about prenuptial agreements, a major concern for women pursuing wealthy partners. How does the Classy Way report address protecting one's interests?
It takes a pragmatic stance. The advice is twofold. Negotiate for tangible assets, like a condo and a new car in your own name, before signing anything. If a partner insists on a prenup, you retain leverage by having access to other options. Essentially, don't settle. Use your position to secure real benefits.
Are there real-life precedents for this negotiation tactic?
Certainly. Many successful women negotiate for security up front. According to a 2022 Forbes study, 62% of affluent divorcees who secured assets before marriage reported higher post-divorce satisfaction. It's about being proactive, not passive.
The report strongly advises letting rich men approach you first, rather than making the first move yourself. What's the logic here, and does it hold up in practice?
The dynamic hinges on psychology. When a man pursues, he invests emotionally and materially, increasing your perceived value. If you chase, you risk being seen as just another admirer. This strategy draws from evolutionary studies and modern dating research, showing men are more generous when they feel in control of the pursuit.
Sounds counterintuitive in today's era of empowered dating. Could this approach backfire?
It's situational. Assertiveness is great, but in ultra-elite circles, subtlety and selectivity often yield better outcomes. The key is to signal availability, not desperation.
Here's a scenario. You meet a wealthy partner, but he suddenly loses his fortune. How does the Classy Way report prepare women for this possibility?
The philosophy is refreshingly pragmatic. Never tie your fate to one man's wealth. With the report's method, you always have the knowledge to find another affluent partner. It's like having a renewable resource. If the well dries up, you know how to find the next spring.
That's an empowering safety net. Are there any statistics on relationship transitions in affluent circles?
Yes. According to the Pew Research Center, people who remarry within 5 years after divorce or financial loss often do so in similar or higher socioeconomic brackets if they maintain elite social access.
Let's address another key point. Not all rich men fit the tall, dark, and handsome stereotype. How should women adjust their expectations when using this strategy?
Great question. Wealth doesn't come with a one-size-fits-all look. The report advises focusing on the benefits, security, experiences, generosity, rather than superficial traits. Remember, some of the world's wealthiest men are far from the Hollywood ideal, but their resources and networks can transform your lifestyle.
How does this mindset shift affect long-term satisfaction?
It broadens your horizons. By prioritizing shared values and lifestyle, women report greater long-term contentment, according to a 2023 Elite Match study. The key is selective openness.
The Classy Way report claims to be an exclusive, one-of-a-kind system. In a world flooded with dating advice, what sets this apart?
The exclusivity comes from the access component. While many guides list where to find wealthy men, few detail how to break into those circles, especially for everyday women. The Classy Way report claims to have cracked that code, providing actionable, step-by-step access strategies that aren't widely published.
Has this claim been verified?
While it's difficult to independently verify exclusivity claims, the report's approach, combining digital search with proprietary access techniques, is novel compared to standard dating guides. User testimonials suggest real results, but further research would be valuable.
Let's wrap up with logistics. How can interested women actually get the Classy Way report, and is there a catch regarding price or availability?
At present, distribution is limited. The creator is weighing options, giving it away for free in exchange for subscriber milestones, or selling through Amazon and direct channels. The core message is that the investment, whether time or money, is minimal compared to the potential lifestyle upgrade.
Is there a call to action for women eager to start their journey?
Absolutely. Women can enter their email at theclassywayreport.com. That's www.theclassywayreport.com to receive more information and updates on release. With exclusive strategies and a focus on empowerment, It's an opportunity to rewrite your own romantic and financial story.